What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of Where, Pick, and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. College women's basketball. South Carolina Gamecocks versus UCLA Bruins. This is the national championship game of the NCAA women's basketball tournament. So, yeah, so South Carolina is a 52.5% chance to win. UCLA is a 47.5% chance to win. This game is at Phoenix, Arizona, so it's probably, I would say, it's definitely a closer game for UCLA than it is for South Carolina. So, yeah, so South Carolina is a 1 seed, 36-3 record. UCLA is a 1 seed, 36-1 record. For stats, South Carolina's more points per game, points against. UCLA is a higher field goal percentage. South Carolina's more rebounds per game. UCLA is more assists per game. South Carolina's more blocks per game and steals per game. So, yeah. So these stats are definitely pretty close. Um, you know, like it could be like it could be a tough game. I think with it being closer to UCLA, I think UCLA will be able to have more fans there, and that I think will really help with home field advantage. So I think UCLA will beat South Carolina tomorrow. NBA. Toronto Raptors versus Boston Celtics. The Raptors have a 30.3% chance to win. The Celtics have a 69.7% chance to win. This game is at Boston. For injuries for the Raptors, Hepburn and Quickly are out, and for the Celtics, Vucevic is a game time decision. For stats, the Celtics have more points per game. Raptors have more points against, higher field goal percentage. Celtics have more rebounds per game. Raptors have more assists per game. Celtics have more blocks per game, and Raptors have more steals per game. So these stats are pretty close. I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Celtics will beat the Raptors tomorrow. Charlotte Hornets versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The Hornets have 59.7% chance to win. The Wolves have 40.3% chance to win. This game is at Minnesota. For injuries for the Hornets, um, Hall is out and Diabate is a game time decision. For the Wolves, Edwards is game time decision and McDaniels is out. For stats, the Wolves have more points per game, points against, higher field goal percentage. Hornets have more rebounds per game, assists per game. Wolves have more blocks per game and steals per game. These stats are pretty close, so I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Timberwolves will beat the Hornets tomorrow. College baseball. UCF Knights versus West Virginia Mountaineers. Um, so this is game 3 of the series. So yeah, so this series is tied 1-1. So whoever wins tomorrow wins the series. So UCF is 23 nation, 19-9 record. West Virginia is 13 nation, 21-6 record. Yeah, so this could be a good game. I think, with this being at West Virginia, I think West Virginia will beat UCF tomorrow. USC Trojans versus UCLA Bruins. This is game 3 of the series. So UCLA has won both games 1 and 2 of the series, so they've clinched the series. So all USC could do tomorrow is salvage a win. USC is 12 in nation, 27-5 record. UCLA is 1 nation, 28-2 record. This is at UCLA, so both teams are in Los Angeles, so there could be a lot of USC fans there along with UCLA fans. Since the USC having as big of a baseball program as they do. Now, this ain't a series where I would expect a sweep to happen. Um, so like even with the 11 rank gap between them, I wouldn't expect a sweep. So I think USC will beat UCLA tomorrow. MLB. Miami Marlins versus New York Yankees. The Marlins have a 24.5% chance to win. The Yankees have the same 5.5% chance to win. This game is at New York. For pitchers, for the Marlins, Chris Paddock has a career ERA of 4.73, WHIP of 1.22. And for the Yankees, Max Fried has a career ERA of 3.0 and a WHIP of 1.14. So that's good pitching for Fried, not really good pitching for Paddock. So I think it's a definite pitching advantage for the Yankees. So it's pitching advantage and home field advantage. I think the Yankees will beat the Marlins tomorrow. Milwaukee Brewers versus Kansas City Royals. The Brewers have a 49.8% chance to win. The Royals have a 50.2% chance to win. This game's at Kansas City. For pitchers, for the Brewers, uh, Kyle Harrison has a career ERA of 4.33, WHIP of 1.31. And for the Royals, Chris Bubik has a career ERA of 4.11, WHIP of 1.4. So that's not really good pitching for either team, but not really significant difference here. So I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Royals will beat the Brewers tomorrow. Cincinnati Reds versus Texas Rangers. The Reds have a 48.8% chance to win. The Rangers have a 51.2% chance to win. This game is at Texas. For pitchers, for the Reds, Chase Burns has a career ERA of 4.1, WHIP of 1.26. And for the Rangers, Jack Leiter has a career ERA of 4.75, WHIP of 1.35. So that's not really good pitching for either team. Not really significant difference here. But so I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Rangers will beat the Reds tomorrow. St. Louis Cardinals versus Detroit Tigers. The Cards have a 51.2% chance to win. The Tigers have a 48.8% chance to win. This game is at Detroit for pitchers. For the Cards, Kyle Leahy has a career ERA of 3.77, WHIP of 1.23. And for the Tigers, Kyler Montero has a career ERA of 4.57, WHIP of 1.36. So that's some good pitching for Leahy, not really good pitching for Montero. So I think it's a definite pitching advantage for the Cardinals. So despite the home field advantage that the Tigers have, I think with the pitching advantage, I think the Cardinals will beat the Tigers tomorrow. And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening and look forward to the next video.